Remember and say our farewells. We are all here to celebrate him as he has touched our lives in one way or another. May we today celebrate the joy of a life well lived as well as share our sorrow in his passing. May our memories of Hobie be wonderful and bright. May you always remember Hobie with a fondness that reflects the wonder of who he was and is to you. May we move gracefully through our sadness as we part with his physical presence and begin the next stage of holding him in our thoughts and hearts, where he can always be found. And I just want to tell you guys, we were out in the water a little while ago, and we had potted dolphins and a whale, sunshine. It doesn't get any better, and thank all of you for coming. And my sister's going to do a little poem.
For those of you who are at the memorial, we read this at the memorial, but it just seems so fitting for my dad and Susan, his wife. We thought we would gift it to you and him as well. It's from Yogananda. Our real self, the soul, the spirit. We may sleep for a little while in that change called death, but we can never be destroyed. Our wave comes to shore and then goes back to sea. It is not lost. It becomes one with the ocean, or returns again in the form of another wave. This body had come and it will vanish, but the soul essence within it will never cease to exist. So thanks. Let's go paddle and celebrate my dad.
Okay, before you guys go out, let me just give you a message. This special message is basically in reference to the request of Mr. Hobie Alter. Mr. Hobie Alter had an interview a couple years ago with Reed Inouye and was featured in one of the standard stand-up magazines. And he told Reed, he says, you know, Reed, he says, when I have my paddle out, I don't want just any paddle out. I don't want to just go out there and have a splash. He said, what I want is I want the real Hawaiian paddle out. In other words, with the ceremony and the representation of the land and the ocean. My name is Eric Keawe. I will be officiating the prayer and the oli for Mr. Alter. And it's indeed a great pleasure and an honor for myself to be doing this. What we brought with us today is our ho'okupu. And in both of these ho'okupu represent the aina. Number one, the land, so we brought dirt. Number two, the water, so we brought water, the ocean water from Waikiki Beach. Number three, we brought sand from Waikiki Beach. And number four, we brought the alai, or the rock salt, which represents the purification of one's soul, of one's body, or of one's life. And the purification represents that we, as we go through this ceremony, that we are cleansed and that we move on as we let Hobie go and let him go off into the eternities. We are indeed grateful and thankful for the many things that he has given to us. His oli is very short, his prayer is very short, but it has great significance in his life. And it is because of all of you, those of you who came before him, those of you who came after him, and most important, those of you who are here who have been touched by his life. I will say his oli, then I will sing Aloha Oe as he requested for his farewell. E aho Bartley Alter, Hobie e ako mano. E ako mano is the multitude, all of you. E hele oe. Hobie, go on your journey forever. Amen.
Yes.
If you know the song, feel free to join me. Aheo e kaua lilehua e nihia ela I kana hele e huai lona pai ka ipu hua hile hua o huka aloha aloha oe ike ona I kalipo one fond embrace ahoia e au until we meet again. Everybody, aloha. Aloha o, aloha oe, aloha o, ike ona no, I kalipo, one fond embrace. Ahoia Yahu until we meet again. Until we meet again. Aloha, Hobie. Ahui ho.
Aloha.
Mahalo.